All right, welcome back to Broncos Country Tonight. Joined right now by A.J. Bouye, one of the new additions to the Broncos as the Broncos executed a trade right before free agency with the Jacksonville Jaguars. How's it going, A.J.?
It's going good. How are you doing?
We're doing pretty good. You've played out here in Denver. What did you think about this fan base? What did you think about this team when you played against them?
I love the fan base. I'm definitely excited about the team, just getting to know the guys, really coming up there, getting accustomed to altitude and everything like that. I'm definitely looking forward to the change.
You played, obviously, here last year against the Broncos. What did you take away from that in terms of the team you're about to join?
I've watched film on them because we played some of the same opponents last year, and just the scheme, the D-line, definitely the safeties, definitely something I'm looking forward to playing with. I really wasn't studying the defense like that until probably about a month ago. So really now just really watching it, they gave me the playbook and everything like that. So I'm just still getting accustomed to it. I'm waiting for the meetings to start over, Zoom, video, things like that, so I get to know the guys also.
Now, you were a part of a really impressive defense in 2017. What was so special about that group?
Just the team chemistry. We was some new guys, me, Barry Church, Calais Campbell, and we were really just trying to get to know the guys that was already there. And there were some great playmakers in Jalen Ramsey, Telvin Smith, Miles Jack. So, we had a lot of guys down us and things like that, and we just had a different mindset of, coming into a new team, just going to pick up on how they're feeling, the energy of the locker room, things like that, and see what our goals are. We already know what they're going to be, but just, grinding together, that's going to motivate us even more to go out there on the field and do what we need to.
You got some fairly big shoes to fill. Chris Harris obviously gone, but you're coming in. You got yourself, you got Bryce Callahan, Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons. The old no-fly zone is gone. What do you guys think about the new fly zone?
Definitely excited, man. There's a lot of playmakers out there. Like you said, there's some big shoes to fill. When Chris was there, key to lead those guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. We know the pressure's on us, but we're going to hone in, lock in, do what we need to do.
I want to go back to that 2017 team for just a second. So great description on what was so good about the team, but how can that maybe translate? How can you bring a little bit of piece of that to what the Broncos currently have now?
I just know my mentality. I try to focus in on everything, get to know the guys really. I'm out there, pushing the guys. I know Kareem going to be out there pushing me. That's what, develops chemistry. That's what's really going to have us out there clicking like that. When we're on the field, making the calls, things like that, not just in the backfield, but just even the front line, the linebackers, things like that, the whole team, man, just building that chemistry really going to get us going. And that's what I'm really excited about, new opportunity. That's how I look at it too.
For fans who may not be familiar with your time in Houston and in Jacksonville, what does A.J. Bouye bring to the table that they need to keep their eye
on? Someone who always stayed focused, mentally strong, always up for the challenge. Always going to compete and make plays. That's what I'm here for. That's what they paid me for. I already know the pressure's on me, things like that, and I just love it. It makes me go even harder, and that's what I've been doing. And even though we're going through bad times right now, I'm making sure my family good, but I've just been really locked in working. And, I appreciate times like this because it's going to make us come out even stronger.
Now, it's about to be the draft coming up here in a little less than a week. You went undrafted, and now I'd love for you, if you have a chance to if you had somebody to ask you or give advice on what this process was like for you as a guy that sat there through the entire draft, waited until you didn't get your name called, what that process was like for you, and what did you take away from that to make yourself a good player in this league?
It was definitely a rough opportunity. Not to get drafted when you grow up, that's your number one goal first, just to get in the NFL and get drafted and have your name called. So that was tough, but every setback I've always looked at like an opportunity. I still had a chance to pick where I could go, what would fit best for me. And then at the end of the day, no matter where you're at in the league, whether you're drafted or not, it's always going to be that one time where you really have to prove yourself and show your worth. And I had to do that day one, and then I had to do that my last year in Houston, even in Jacksonville. And it's always just keeping that mentality of making yourself available, bringing your value up, just showing how good you are, not just on the field, but in the locker room and off the field.
Most important question I can ask you: did Central Florida deserve a share of that national championship for going undefeated?
Of course, of course. Everybody keeps asking me that to this day. Now I'll be joking about it, man, but that year was an amazing year. So just to always still be talked about, we got to take that for something. But there'll be another opportunity. Those guys just got to keep winning. It'll present itself again.
So what are you doing these days to keep yourself busy, to keep yourself occupied? I know that they're going to have some off-season training that you can do via virtual, but what are you doing right now?
I'm just sticking to the workouts that's been working for me here. I've got jug machines, able to do some drills. Besides that, I'm really just reading. That's pretty much it, reading and catching up on some shows on Netflix. But it's just always about maintaining focus even when there's boredom, So
have you reached the end of Netflix yet?
I just finished the last season of Ozark, so I'm stuck now.
So good. That ending. Yeah. We can't spoil it, but that ending was crazy. Now, have you been following Ozark for the whole thing, or did you just now stream the whole show?
I've been following it. I watched the first 2 seasons before they came out with this, so I was a little bit lost, but they helped explain everything in the 3rd season.
Well, right on. Just a couple more questions here for you, AJ. So coming up here, what do you think that the impact of not being able to get together with your teammates is going to be? More specifically, the communication that the secondary ultimately needs to get. What kind of impact is that going to have on you guys?
It's definitely going to have an impact, especially for somebody like me who's new. And then, Bryce coming off an injury too. Definitely just having him out there, getting to know all those guys. So we have to take advantage of these meetings online, just even talking football, just talking life, things like that. And then I'm going to get their number from that. So once I get to really know the guys, I'll just make sure to keep checking up on them.
I appreciate you taking the time to join us, AJ. My last question to you here is: who is the toughest receiver out there to corner in the league right now?
Right now, I'm gonna go with Julio. That was my toughest matchup last year. Definitely a lot I learned from that. So we have him again this year. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
All right, AJ, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate you joining us, and best of luck this offseason.
All right, thank you.